on that call there, Pi.
Yeah, okay. All right, interesting. Yeah, I want to see how that. I want to see what they do.
What do you think of that lane? Death Prophet as a support into Lycan Wolves, can she like harass from her just big attack range effectively enough to keep Wolves off of Kotaro and allow him to get enough CS in the lane to make it out?
I don't know if the wolves are really like Templar can do pretty well herself. Like she's just sideblading everything, just auto attack, push it out. Who was the 4 for Vici? It was Marcy, right? Or
That is correct. It is Marcy.
yeah. No, so I mean, basically, you're just gonna be auto attacking, and you want to have let your Templar have like an experience advantage. But I'm guessing that lane they will both just be farming, like it's farm versus farm.
Farm versus farm. Sounds pretty good to me. Also, another thing I noticed, just taking a look at the Vici lineup, is they only got one ranged hero, the Morphling, who doesn't have a great attack range. Obviously, he's got mobility, and he can morph into someone else to make up for that. But into, I think this is 4 ranged heroes, and an Earthshaker is looking pretty good for Tempest, right? I could see some very meaty Echo Slams happening here.
Yeah, possibly, but as we said, like Morphling with this new shard, you have to silence him, and
Good point.
I don't know. I feel like if he doesn't get shut down on lane, which I don't expect him to, I expect him to do just fine. I think the Morphling is really strong this game because, like, sure, Shaker can try to burst him, but he can also like you like buying Ags now, Morphling, and you turn into a Shaker, and then you're just double powerful.
That's a good point. It's not quite as strong as the old Geek Fam strats I think they went on when with the old Acceptor where you get double insane Earthshaker for your team. But of course now you get it on the other side for the morph. You get, of course, the Enchant Totem Acceptor upgrade. And most importantly, because he's a strength hero, you steal status resist from him, which is pretty nice on someone like a Morphling, especially like you're saying, if you got that shard online, so you're stunned for even less and you can be a little bit more fast and loose with how much agi and strength you're playing on.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Quick pause here. Teams getting settled here in the team speak. But yeah, this DP5 for me is going to be really interesting. This is always a hero, I think like as a 5, very similar to a Shaman, always has basically some amount of utility that you simply can't ignore, just because with level 6, you have the ability to at least threaten to take some objectives, whether it be Roche or like a tier 1 or tier 2 tower even eventually with EXO level 2. Like, it does significantly buff what Tempest can do here if they get even a small to medium-sized teamfight win.
Yeah, let's see if they fight there for the rune. Tossing that. Early is backing off. No, I mean, the biggest difference for DP now is her movement speed, right? So you kind of need level 6. So before you were like 320 movement speed, or 330, like you were insanely fast, which helps a lot when you're position 5. So that's when she was a little stronger. But at the same time now, like the Spirit Siphon is, I mean, yeah, I would say it's stronger now, especially level, like when you hit level 3. It's 50 damage and you have 2 charges. So, I mean, basically she's just a bit more level dependent, which makes her worse as a +5, but it's definitely still okay. You can still play her.
Yeah, and I'm kind of curious, like, if she's going to feel pressure that is Katyu or Wu Dot. I guess he's going by Katyu now. Try and keep to that. If he's going to go for more levels in Crypt Swarm, just to deal with the wave push here that eventually BAB is going to be bringing, already queuing up here the Helm of the Dominator. Probably going to be Helm 2 at some stage, but just trying to keep your jungle a bit safer for your squishy TA to continue farming. Marcy definitely strikes me as a hero, especially with someone like a Void Spirit that can invade and find kills in the jungle very easily.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think, yeah, that's it. Like, he's moving up. They're just gonna try to... It's gonna be farm versus farm. I mean, they're both playing quite aggressive here, hitting each other, but... Like, unless anyone messes up, there should not be anyone dying here.
Especially with such few levels here. Marcy eager to fight, though. Orb of Venom, pardon, on the Marcy for now. So certainly looking to trade versus the 2 ranged heroes. I think it'll allow you to get maybe 1 or 2 extra attacks in and be a bit more efficient with your trading.
Yeah.
Maybe Kotaro in a bit of trouble. BAB as well, ticking down a bit here, but it's only a level 1 Siphon. Kotaro on the run. Frisk with the Wolves making some space. They do get, however, that refraction back off cooldown, so Kotaro lives to fight another day.
Yeah, it's annoying to be this low now. And Frisk, he got a salve, so he's ready to just go again.
And this time Katyu, right, can't absorb that much damage either. So the lane looking a bit difficult right now for Tempest. Cat, you're forced to give lots of regen back on over to the core. At least ensure that they can still get some CSing in. But there's going to be that value of Crypt Swarm. We'll see, though, again, a little bit lower on the side of Tempest, but taking a gander over towards, I guess, bottom here, where we see Slavin doing well to secure the range creep basically every single wave. Bit difficult for him to contest via right clicks against an Undying.
Yeah, and I mean, this lane, okay, so I was excited for them to kind of show me something, because they last picked this Weaver into Morphling, right? And so far, the Weaver has 3 last hits, Morphling sitting on 13. So yeah, I'm just waiting to see what the plan there is. I mean, he's gonna go Spirit Vessel, I'm guessing, but if you're not getting in last hits, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, that's looking to be mighty difficult now that you mention it. Basically just doing their best to secure range creeps and at least get levels in that bottom lane, but yeah, not a whole lot of farm right now for this Weaver.
Yeah. Because I don't think the lane gets better.
No.
But I mean, maybe something will happen. I'm not sure.
True. Weaver very item dependent though, right? Of course, given how good his skills are at repositioning and of course an attack based one, you really want to get items online to take advantage of it, let alone experience, of course, right, to get those skills up. But it's all for items, and
yeah.
Not as bad as an alchemist, right, whose third ability, his passive literally is useless, like 60 minutes in the game. But if you don't have any items to show for it, any attack modifiers for Geminate attack to proc on, especially early when you're needed in fights as a position 3, oof. Your mid game's looking really hard.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm just for Vici, they should be really happy because, like, if their Morphling wasn't getting a good lane, like, that's how Tempest like really can pop off. And I think they're safe lane now with Templar. Like when Death Prophet hits level 3 here, this lane should be really easy for them to play. Because now you can just play like an idiot. You can like standing creeps, auto attack them. If they go on you, you just click those Spirit Siphons and they should not be able to touch you.
Gotta watch the cooldown, of course. Did get nerfed just a little bit to 38 seconds on every single level now, so that doesn't get much easier. But you can see, I mean, there's level 3 right onto Frisk, sending him back, even forcing out the rebound defensively.
Yeah. So like, I think he should start. Like, obviously he can still be here laning, but if he can get the lane pushing into the Lycan, he probably should like think about maybe trying something on this puck, maybe rotating to the safe lane. Because this lane, it's no fun. No fun to be a Mercy with Orb of Venom there. You can't really do anything.
Yeah, the first couple of waves were fun, but as soon as they fail to capitalize on a kill and really get that snowball rolling, it does start to be a bit more difficult. I'm also wondering, actually, as they go bottom, Yang, he's going to be okay, and actually they turn on to Draken. There's the Sentry, but he's just out of range. Oh, wow, that Adaptive Strike, I think, would have been more than enough to kill him.
Yeah. I mean, would have been... he had Fairy Fire. He probably...
True.
He was probably fine, but...
He didn't want to use it, though. I mean, he had no idea where the Sentry was.
Okay, I'm learning here. I'm learning Morphling right here. So he's 2 points in Adaptive Strike, 1 point in Morph right now. Interesting.
Do you reckon that's because he just isn't really that threatened by this lane, that he doesn't need the additional shift rate, or...?
I mean, for sure he's not threatened. That we can conclude that, but... yeah, I guess you're not that desperate for these points anymore since they buffed the level 1 so much.
Yeah. There's some good damage. Even the strength pushback, useful against the Shaker. He wants to get that enchant totem bonus damage. And speaking of Shaker, that's the guy that I thought was going to kind of leave the Weaver alone by now. Weaver still 1-1-1 though, so with level 1 Scucci, it's a bit dangerous to leave him alone. But I figure, you know, you got Brown Boots online, start stacking these Ancients, stack your Triangle, and get ready for your TA to eventually start carrying your mid game here, because someone's going to need to do a bit of lifting in this game.
Yeah, alright, we got the 6-minute rune coming up. Everyone's here. Time to fight.
Here. Not a lot of mana on Undying, and no points either in Tombstone. Rune is going to spawn top, but it's going to be first blood down in the bottom rune for XM. He's going to get the kill onto the Shaker.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of gold for him. Top of net worth.
But it's a haste into the bottle for Sebas, and he's not going to let that one linger for long. He's going to, in fact, activate that one, head straight into the top lane, where Quadrado diving under tower. There's no TPs coming from Vici Gaming. Instead, no, they're not going to be able to do much else. I thought maybe they're going to make a play bottom, but they just have to let Quadrado get the kill onto the Lycan.
Yeah. And I think you're right about Slavin here. You should, like, it's time to give up on this Weaver. Like, he'll either do something or he won't. Let's stack for our Templar Assassin here.
Yeah.
Like, yes. she needs that, like, a fast, like, whatever, Death or Dragonlance, you know? And then go take Roche, go take towers. So
yeah, for sure.
I think he's doing it now.
There we go. For me, it's a bit of, you've done what you can. You've secured lots of range creeps for the experience. He's got Sakuchi now up to level 2. That gives him a lot more survivability, even in a lane like this, where you can see it's a level 2 decay. And now finally a point in Tombstone here for the Undying, as they've been constantly harassing back Draken, trying to make sure that Morph remains uncontested, and that's certainly been the case so far, and likely still will be for some time to go. Let's talk about something else that we haven't really talked about the mid lane, but it's XM with a massive advantage here. 15 denies here to the puck.
Yeah, and that first play he got for free down there definitely didn't help the puck either. This matchup, I'm not complete. Like, I think it's supposed to be more even than this. I think Void Spirit might have like a slight advantage, but I've also seen pucks win. So
here's Void rotating. Yeah, usually I've seen it go like 60-40 favored for Void Spirit, but not like nothing too crazy. It was a bit harder to tell. It's a bit harder to tell now that, of course, they've removed small camps. So neither of these heroes, if they have a bad time, can just farm small camps, push waves, farm small camps. It's just not as efficient anymore, which is a change I like. But I'm not really sure how, out of the laning stage this is going to be looking. Certainly, of course, big advantage for Vici. That goes without saying.
Yep. I mean, at least... okay, so Tempest don't have that much going for them, but they have a very farm TA at least. And they have one Ancient stack there. So, like, yeah, right now you're kind of just... I mean, I'm guessing Puck will just keep farming here. He got that rune, he got a kill. Like, I think that's how he's gonna rotate. Like, it's hard to force anything, right? You're not gonna kill this Morphling. You could possibly TP and kill Lycan, but he has to kind of step out of position, so...
Yeah, Katyu as well. He'd have to push the wave in, right? Like, that's the move you were talking about. Push the wave in and look to rotate mid or something like that. That's what he did for the 6-minute power rune, and then, of course, they rotated for the kill. There's an invis as well in the bottle for Puck right now for Sebas, but while, again, Void Spirit continues to push his lane, and he's not going to really be able to sneak away and make good use of that.
You can see here, though, in the jungle of Tempest, the DPS got in some really nice stacks up.
Yeah, Vici are going to scout these now, though. Good ward is going to see both Frisk and XM, and probably the ward placed down as they actually do get that kill down bottom. Draken is going to be able to put together a kill onto Erica, and that's thanks to the rotation of Sebas with the Invis rune. Will get the surprise jump.
Okay, that's very important. Very nice. That's a real feels good moment. And they got the D ward in their own jungle, so...
That's what I was about to say. That feels...
Yeah.
I mean, it's just as big, maybe even bigger. Right now, Frisk, he can't confidently make the jump in, doesn't have a teammate to rebound off of anyway. Just being annoying and soaking experience. But Katyu doing a great job, just parked here. Just, he knows he probably doesn't die. Level 3 Spirit Siphon here, so that's a lot of regen, especially into melees. He's not really got a lot to be afraid of.
Yeah, no, you're not killing this guy right now. 17 stick as well. Okay, let's see. Let's see who gets the rune. There's 3 people mid there.
Yeah, and a good silence onto XM. Slavin is not going to be able to prevent the DD rune from going to the bottle of XM, and now with the Tombstone out, a little bit of a brawl breaking down, but they've actually focused onto the Tombstone. Sebas, though, worse off for wear, is going to avoid at the very least the rebound, but there's too much damage out from XM. A 3-man stun there on the Enchant Totem. Will it make a difference? Into the Fissure. Great lineups here for Slavin. Everyone's a bit low, and actually they're going to force XM back. Fighting a bit longer, though, with the duration of the DD rune, but it's going to be Draken trying to fight even more. Good rebound, or sorry, dispose at least gets Draken away from potentially getting that kill, as they do focus down onto Yang. 24 strength stolen, however. He's not going to drop. In fact, they're going to take on a second here on the side of Tempest. Maybe 3, as Katyu, all out of Spirit Siphon charges, is going to drop 3 kills there for XM. They finally get through Yang, but at what cost?
Oh my god, and you see Yang just laughing. He's having a good time. No, I wondered there with the DD if one of the supports could have picked it up. Like that was actually decided the entire fight. Oh no.
I don't think they get this kill. That's 3 points in sidekick Sebas. Oh no.
That's a disaster.
It was a try for an opportunistic kill, unfortunately. Those are certainly some Marcy crocodile tears that he got baited in by.
Now we got the level 10 Void Spirit, 11 minutes, so...
I think Witchblade's coming as well, right, isn't it?
Probably, I mean, whatever he wants, Yules, yeah.
Yules.
But they have the Templar, so they got something. They haven't got it, so DP will be 6 soon. They will have Exorcism. That'll be something. Maybe they can do something with that.
Slavin's halfway towards Blink. That's not going to be relevant here for the Roche fight. Here's what you call the static fights, right? Tier 1 tower siege, very slow. It's very steady as well. A lot now with level 2 Tombstone up for Yang.
Yeah.
Tado's going to rotate in here. And just clear waves, and I guess be here in the vicinity. With Fissure. Is that going to set up for anything? No. Vici Gaming are going to be allowed to leave.
Yeah.
Being said, the push continues top lane. It's another TP from Quatado. He's doing a lot of heavy lifting here, I have to say, like being the one to rotate through, clear waves, showing up, while still being efficient in finding farm. I think he's playing a really solid game so far. Kind of one of the only, you know, shining spots right now of this Tempest lineup.
But look here now, Vici, they're a strong team. So immediately when they see the TP, they smoke up. They know he's stuck there. Yeah, and here they go.
There's the bait as well. Quatado trying for the kill onto BAB. There's a TP coming from Tempest, but it's all the way back to the tier 1 tower, and the control, the damage, it's too much here. Or is it? Quatado actually, with Meld, there's no detection. How good of a team can they be, Pi? Now they're being turned on. That's a huge Resonant Pulse, though, onto 4, I think. There's also an Arcane Rune running here. Caillou falling low. The Echo Slam is going to be used at least for the kill onto XM. But Yang, probably a bit too tanky here. He's not going to go down that easily. I can't believe they didn't bring detection. What?
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Got you. Careful here. Missing a lot of strength, as he'll be allowed to leave at the very least. Oh, but Vici, they read that perfectly, though, didn't they?
Yeah. No, I mean that should be a really good play, and that's like a normal. You see the carry use a TP. The TP somewhere like at the side of the map. You know he's alone, and then you just go. But like he just lives, and then you get to turn it around and basically get back into the game.
Yeah, just like that. Quatado Minos continues to farm as well. 500 gold now from Deso is going to be his first item. Second, I suppose, after the Dragon Lance. But he's going to be chugging along that tour very nicely after he does get the assist onto XM. First usage of the Echo, just for a single kill. But that for Slathen's going to be a pretty big moment here. It secures him the funds for the Blink Dagger. 13-minute, 14-minute, we'll call it Blink Dagger here for the Shaker. After his laning partner was a Weaver, who still only really has an Urn of Shadows to his name. And half of Bloods.
Yeah. Oh no, he got another DD here.
Yeah. And that'll cancel Blink Dagger. They're not going to make the jump there.
Yeah. No, so like this game is definitely turning into 4 supports plus Templar Assassin, which at 30 minutes it probably won't work out that well. But like at this point, you can still have hope. Like when the Templar here gets Deso, you group up and she deals enough damage for 5 heroes basically.
But I think what was impressive as well there for Tempest in that sequence of events is that they actually still defended mid and top tier 1 tower. They're both up, which, you know, against a Lycan with Helm is fairly commendable.
Yeah, and here they go again.
Yeah, there's Blink and plenty of damage. This time they bring 3 heroes and they'll beat them to a pulp. Vici, though, they're going to respond on the opposite side of the map. They saw 3 heroes top. Quatado, oh, great scan, though. I'm not sure who triggered it from Tempest, but either way, he's not going to be in the triangle. He's not going to be home when Vici comes knocking.
Yeah, no, that you could see him on the map there. That was like he knew they were coming. He was sniffing that out far away. It's a good carry play. Like if your team is smoking on the other side of the map and you die, you know you messed up.
Okay, they jump up to Draken. That was actually a blind jump from XM, but he finds them all the same. And with Erica coming in to close the gap, they have the kill. Maybe a +1 now as Caillou had got a little bit of save your buddy syndrome. Lots of lifesteal though. He's got 3 more charges. Stunned up once though into the Echo Slam. They're gonna try and turn this around onto the Morph lane. But where's the follow-up? Not here in time, or is it? Morph silenced up. He didn't get the shift off, but there's not enough damage. He fights through it thanks to the sidekick lifesteal.
Yeah.
And now Tempest still on the run. Oh, the silence as Erica's gonna morph into the puck and they turn and punish. 4 dead. Oh, just like that.
Oh, I really thought they were gonna get him there. It's not, yeah, the sidekick literally bailed him out. And it's really unfortunate because the timing is, he's just about to get his Desolator. And if you can do that with a Templar Assassin nearby, you can probably win the fight and get a Roche and feel really good.
It's true. Instead now Exo on cooldown. No Echo Slam either for another 90 seconds. That wasn't the Blink reveal, but TA, of course, just is going to farm creeps a bit faster with the Deso debuff, but would have loved to move, as you say, into the Roche pit. That would have been a great opportunity for Tempest to really seize control of the game. That being said, you know, not disastrous for them. It does open up the map for Vici. They're going to get 2 towers off of that, 1 top, 1 mid, as XM looks to set up even more aggression now. He doesn't have a tombstone, and yeah, they won't be able to really hold on to the Weaver.
Yeah. No, I mean they just they gotta wait now for Coil. Maybe they wait even for Echo Slam, but you can see if they just have a little more damage there when they hit their stuns, they can still win these fights.
Yeah, and another problem after that fight is Vici Gaming have already set up shop in the Tempest jungle. Of course, Tempest still have to take down a tier 1 tower. Oh, that's a scan? They see Sebas, they know he's here, but they've missed the 8th Remnant, and I don't believe they can actually get him. Nice job there, using the waning Rift, sorry, to escape, and it's going to create enough space for his team to easily get bottom. Okay, so now we can do the jungle swap here.
Are they gonna go for Roche? They have Tombstone maybe?
They got Tombstone, they have Helm 2, and they haven't grabbed an Ancient, but just another big Warpine Raider. That should be fine enough with Tombstone to cover them, to be honest.
Oh yeah, and the sidekick, yeah, this dies really quick.
Poor old Roche, not much he can do. Tempest, they might know that it's being done. They did at least, before they lost that fight, plant a deep ward in the enemy triangle, so they may have kind of seen enemies in this part of the map, but they're not going to really have the ultis to contest it. Instead, they might be caught mid lane, or maybe it's XM who's caught instead. Yeah, he's going to go down, but Frisk stuns 3 there on the rebound. Echo Slam used in the middle of the creep wave, but Frisk a bit too tanky here. Spirit Siphons all around, keeping Katyu topped up, as Kotaro being focused now by BAB and Erica. Kotaro is going to drop. Wow, the shapeshifted units with the move speed just surround him, rip through his meld armor, and he is dead instantly.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. They probably needed to wait a bit, like he needed a bigger echo than that, but he wanted to blow up the Marcy. Okay.
No way. Okay, that was a kind of a cute play there by Slavin, but of course, when you're max Agi, you're not really taking much damage, and now maybe you still die.
Yeah.
Oof.
The ward they left after they smoked and tried to kill the Templar.
That one was a little bit too cute from Slavin.
No, it's unfortunate. Because they wanted to fight there with the Deso, like they probably had coil up. But like everything is just a bit like off tempo. Because that fight they took there, that you wanna contest the Roche with that fight. Like now they get Roche and you go a bit later, and it's just everything is a little slow and awkward.
Right, right, and then everything kind of falls apart from there, right? It's like building a house of cards. If you can get everything right and balance it just right, you'll be able to build tier after tier. But here, everything is kind of collapsed for Tempest, right? You know, that was a fight meant to contest Roche. Maybe you clear, you know, I don't know if they, you know, take Roche themselves because of Tombstone and whatever, but, you know, at least maybe you remove Aegis and call it an even fight. Maybe you get tier 1 after that. Maybe you even get Aegis, but none of that happens now for Tempest. Instead, it's actually Kotaro who takes his first death of the match. Still only 2 stacks on these Deso, on his Deso as well. He's probably hoping to get even more stacks, of course, soon. Has Blink, but just hasn't really been able to find a good fight to use it in.
Yeah. Oh, they then ward season there.
Yeah, and that's going to be another kill then onto the Shaker. Tier 2 tower is likely to fall here as well. Draken nearby. And man, he's not had the most impact this game here on the Weaver. Unfortunately, that pick hasn't really worked out for them at all.
No, definitely not. Yeah, I was the last pick. I was hoping for big things. So far, not that much.
Been able to at least get a couple of waves cut here and there, but even now, after Vici Gaming especially forgot to bring Dust once to kill Kotaro, they're very unlikely to be caught without detection again.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
So it's hard for him to do that.
Now we're just in the stage where, like, yeah, it's kind of up to Vici to do whatever they want. Luckily for Tempest, they have this Earthshaker hero, so like you never have to give up completely. Like there's always the hope for a really good echo. Like maybe when the Aegis is just about to run out, you echo the Morphling with someone else to blow them up. Because Templar still is farmed, she deals a lot of damage.
There she is. If she can get on top of the heroes, that's been the only problem right now for Tempest in their fights. But, you know, in theory, all their fights that they've tried to propose have maybe looked okay. That mid-tier 1 tower a bit less than the one in the triangle, but we'll see now if they want to defend this tier 2 or not. Looks very unlikely. Yeah. Especially now that Tombstone's committed. Katyu is likely to die. He was standing a bit too close. There he goes.
Yeah. No, you want to let this Aegis run out. For sure. Because you can still blow up the Morphling. That's your... You want to blow up... preferably you blow up 2 heroes at the same time. And then you can win the fight.
Yeah, I mean, ideally you get XM and Morph both, right?
Oh,
That's basically all the damage done. But there is Kotaro getting a Marcy kill for free. Nice fissure there from Slavian. It's actually going to kind of dissuade Vici from going right up the stairs as well. They probably correctly predicted there was more trouble waiting for them if they took that path.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Void Spirit nearly has his Scepter online, which I think is going to be quite troublesome here for Weaver, for Puck especially. Two heroes that, because of their skills, you know, they thrive on being these fast hands heroes where you don't buy Dispels, you don't buy BKB if you can avoid it, and that AoE silence, especially the second charge, right, is troublesome for them.
Yeah, okay, we see the DD picked up, and it was also Lycan was going for a Hex, I saw.
Wow.
Ah, double damage. That's fine. So Lycan is going no boots, Helm Overlord Hex. Should be fine. It's okay.
Yeah. It's going to give them more catch, more control that maybe their draft is lacking just a little bit of. I think they can string together a kill onto any one particular hero just fine, but if there's a Puck and Weaver poking from one side of the fight each, then that's where things get a little messy for them.
Yeah. I'm guessing, yeah. Morphling is going to go for it. Usually in these matchups with like Terrorblade or Morphling versus TA, like you go for Skadi, and when you get the Skadi, it's like GG. Like the Templar can't fight the Morphling anymore. I mean, that's why you have the Shaker though, and like hopefully you can do quick work of the Morphling.
Yeah. No Acceptor yet, even for the Morph as well. Like you say, just going for that key item. It's going to be Quotado in the meantime. Looking for Daedalus. Is already in a stage of the game where he feels like he needs to save for buyback. That's always going to be... Oh, as I say that, he buys out, actually. Just kidding. But it completed the Hurricane Pike. Actually does still have buy. I thought he bought out completely for a Daedalus, which was surprising because it didn't have the full amount of money. But no, instead it's full Hurricane Pike.
Yeah,
some more mobility for him.
I think it's time for them to fight now, though. I'm pretty sure the Aegis is out. He should get that small... What is it called? The small crit there.
Crystallis.
Yeah, the Crystallis. And they should probably go. See if, yeah, you got it. See if they can do something here. It's very weird that they haven't dewarded that ward in their own triangle.
Yeah, in fact, it's been replaced now. Vici Gaming actually going back to replace the ward, and they might end up smoking under it. Obviously, they know that there's wolves here. Now they've seen them die. Hopefully, they do their due diligence and go for a D.
Ah, they're just sitting under this ward. Vici is TPing. They're coming.
They're lurking. They actually don't have every single hero here, so it's going to be the Shaker to fall very quickly. Draken can't do much as the Fissure only finds the Marcy with the Shard Slot, then gets to the low ground, and he's going to live, actually. That was, I think, a strength-based adaptive strike. Didn't do nearly as much damage as I thought it would. Tempest pretty lucky to make it out of that one alive.
It's all kind of strange here. I see the position 5 Death Prophet is like farming the enemy triangle. And yeah, the wards are still up. I feel like that could have been their fight. I guess not. They still want to farm a bit more. Because I don't think the... Yeah, maybe they're waiting for the Roche. Like, that's what the Death Prophet is calling for.
That could be. That could be. I think against Tombstone and now a lot of AoE damage on the Void Spirit, it's hard to say that you have a much easier time doing Roche, but with Echo Slam, Coil, Exo, you know, I don't know. It all depends on getting the right initiation, I'd say, here for Tempest. But they do have a chance there. Sebas is already cutting waves down bottom as well.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
He's starting to do annoying Puck things now, going for Kaya first. That'll neutralize the push that Vici's going for. And even if, you know, maybe that should have been the fight, at least now Tempest find themselves in a position where they're not going to be taking a fight underneath basically full enemy vision, right?
No, true.
With both of those cliffs warded. I mean, my goodness, that would have been real bad for Tempest.
Yeah.
But careful here, they're hunting for Puck.
He should not die here. That would be okay.
He locked on there like a torpedo. Frisk as well, making the jump on through the trees. The Puck is going to blink away, though. Sebas? No. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure which direction that was going to face.
Okay, so the Roche is going to spawn in 2 minutes, right? That's what my little timer tells me?
That's correct. Yes, yeah. So we're in that window. So, of course, it'd be nice if the pro players had that one as well, but they just know that we're in the 1 to 3 minute window now, or 0 to 3 minute window.
Alright, look at this mid towers just going down to Lycan creatures.
And that wagon doing work as well, but Draken getting a bit too aggressive. There's going to be the double silences, and it's the decay of all things to kill him. Tempest still doing things on the other side of the map. Quotado, you know, trying to get his next couple items online. That's actually a full Daedalus now, I think, about to be delivered. There we go. Roche up in a minute and 15 seconds, but it's Vici Gaming doing some lasting structural damage as they put Erica up to the high ground without Aegis, but with a Scotty and a Natus style. He's got a Dispel for the one silence that Tempest currently have. Well, 2, right? There's Waning Rift.
Yeah, okay, but they killed all the creeps now. I don't think backdoor will kicking in time though. Guess you're giving up the racks.
Looks like it. Well, they've given away the important ones anyhow.
Okay, but no tombstone.
Top tower is under attack.
Roche up in 50. Tempest are going to very likely know that Vici are on their way to make a pit stop over in the Roche pit, and indeed they do. They're going to smoke up immediately.
They saw the smoke, they saw the smoke.
Yeah, the lingering vision of creeps, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's that one always catches me as well, but Tempest unlikely to catch anything. I think no matter what, Vici Gaming probably knew Tempest were going to smoke out no matter what, but now it's a certainty.
Yeah.
And it's not really a fight Vici want to take. They know that they're without Tombstone right now, which is pretty big in these static fights uphill as well.
Yeah. It's not that easy to run in here though. Let's see. They have a bunch of traps, they have decent vision.
They do.
They have to take this fight, they can't give up the Roche for free. Oh, he's just running?
Katyu's dying to Lycan summons though, as Draken does get vision here on a Yang. Echo Slime in the mid lane, they've actually caught two! Oh goodness, the initiation from Slavin, 2 dead already from Vici. They don't have buybacks either, as Quotado needs to try and get away though from Erica. That's the most important fight right now. Quotado fighting to 1, at least burst down the Marcy, but there's nothing to stop Erica here. BK beat up, already takes down 1, looking for a second now as Katyu being chased down by the Elder Dragon. And even though it's a slow kill, it should be very easy here for the Morphling. As there it goes, 2 kills for him. Vici Gaming with double buybacks, however. So they got completely caught off guard at the start of that one.
Yeah. Just unfortunate how if the Templar doesn't die like that, that's a really good fight.
It's just so hard. I mean, it feels like this draft doesn't really have a great way to keep Morphling locked down in general, or at least keep Morphling off of the Templar Assassin. I mean, even with the Hurricane Pike, Morphling's just right on top of her again.
Yeah. No, I wonder if there was another direction to force stuff into, but I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see here. Because this is really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful Echo. It wasn't the Morph and Void Spirit, like I said, they'd always want to catch, but that's kind of the dream. You still get at least the Void Spirit, and that's, I think, more than you can reasonably ask for. Keeping our eyes on Roche, which is dropping soon. Knock in, being a bit annoying here. There's a Fissure from outside the pit slot as well, blinking in. So Tempest looking to make a go at this, as they at least do avoid a bit of damage. Draken scouted, though, and killed off. The double silence is absolutely ruining him here on the Void Spirit Acceptor.
Yeah.
Really good patience by Vici. They know not to finish off Roche, but it's that low with Tempest! He's in hell anyway! What a steal! Perfectly waiting within range. Is he going to make it out alive? No. Okay, Adaptive Strike is going to punish him for his thievery here, but can he get away at least with murder as well? Into the phase shift he goes, buying time, gets the blink out. I can't believe my very eyes, Pylai die. It looks like he's going to escape.
I mean, that's the type of miracle they need to. Like, they're so close to, like, me just wanting to give up on them, but they, like, you still have this slight thread of hope, you know? Because the Earthshaker is hitting his spells. Yeah. They, like, without that Aegis, it's still a little scary.
What a play from Sebas. Already quite the moment for Tempest. Maybe giving them a second wind, at least now. No second Morphling to deal with, who was very likely to take that Aegis, but no top barracks to play with either. They also they've already gotten the mid lane of barracks, and with a tier 2 not standing down bottom, Vici Gaming, I think, really stopping them here, other than their own motivation to go for the bottom tier 3 tower and close the game out with some megas. But they're not going to do that yet. They're going to respect the spells, and especially how well the Shaker's been playing, as you say. Oof. Bottom. There's a Tinker Ward here. They see Quotado.
Oh, no.
And that is almost certainly going to be a kill. There's no BKB here either. There's the Scythe of Vice for BAB. And a dead TA for 80 seconds. Again, great patience there by Vici.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I feel like all throughout this game, Tempest they've almost played good. You know what I mean? Not like nothing has really like they hit like it should. Like the offlane, I don't think they play that. Like I think you can play that better. And then like how they come together for team fights, it's just been a little awkward. And that's like been the theme for me throughout this game for them. Like they have not been able to connect together.
Yeah.
Really try.
You've been on a couple of teams before, haven't you, Pi? Like, what's that like on the teams? I mean, imagine I guess that must cause some frustrations. But is that usually there's like not one leading voice, or people are just not in the right places? What's that?
Wait, let's see. Let's see. Here.
I think we're gonna have to maybe talk about that one a bit later. That's a big kill on the something. I mean, they need the Echo Slam now. At the very least, it's an easy megas here for Vici. Draken doing what he can here as they're gonna focus a little bit of damage onto Yang as Frisk jumps in, finds Katyu. Katyu, though, of course, relatively safe here. BKB active from Frisk, though, into the Sheepstick, and a kill on the Katyu, who does have buyback. Wu holding on to that one, and with the Fortify, they bought a little bit of time, but my goodness, those barracks falling immediately. Buyback out from Wu now, but they've also gotten themselves into some trouble. Seba silence up and killed. The adaptive strike of Erica is enough to instantly nuke down the puck. Another buyback, however, as Vici, having already claimed the prize that is the Megas, don't really have another reason to stick around on the high ground. May still look to counter-engage, however, as they find a Sheepstick onto Guataro. In a bit of trouble here, but he gets off the BKB now. He's going to one-shot the Marcy here. XM a little bit lower on spells, only has one Astral Step to play with now as Erica fighting through two. Draken does not get off the time-lapse. He's actually going to die to the damage of XM. Katyu on the buyback. They're going to double smoke to cover him. As Kotaro trying to join in this fight from the sides, caught by the Aether Remnants. XM a bit worse for wear, but he's got spells up again. And with X Shard as well, he is immediately out of here. Oh, yeah. Tempest, they only get a Marcy for all their troubles and buybacks, and now Megas are going to come pouring on in.
Yeah, I mean, for any hope there, you want to get that team wipe. Unfortunately, the Morphling was out of mana, but his Butterfly, so the Templar is like missing every hit. Can't touch him. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's Megas, and basically Vici Gaming can breathe easy, knowing that well, at least Dota Plus gives them a 99% to victory, and I'd be more inclined to agree with that. Tempest, not with the worst wave clear I've ever seen, of course, but it just severely reduces the amount of moves that they have really to make. They just don't have time. They can't leave the base for more than 30 seconds, otherwise, you know, they risk losing the game straight up.
Yeah, no, and now you, like the last hope, you hope they kind of dive the fountain, and you queue up the Divine Rapier on your TA, and you see what happens.
Yeah. It's going to have to be the play. Vici Gaming, they might feel themselves a bit and go diving. I could see that between a Morphling and a Void Spirit for sure. Once again, though, they're going to kick off the fight with a, oh, not a perfect start. Draken as well with a BKB. Actually, this time gets off the time lapse. A decent fissure catches 3. But it's XM who does a fantastic job at forcing away the Shaker from the fight. He's actually in his own triangle. Keep your eyes on the minimap as he looks to rejoin and maybe look for a slam. Lots of creeps in the mid lane showing. That's at least one upside here. More creeps to Echo Slam bounce off of. If Tempest, of course, can find the jump. Sheepstick, though, is going to be used onto the puck, and that's already a dieback. Erica, godlike now on the Morphling. 9, 1, and 6. Right on top of Kotaro. There's Echo Slam onto a one-man target. Okay. Into the fissure. Oh, but the dispose into the heals. Even with the fear on the DP shard, there's just not enough control here. Erica, yeah, is going to close this one out with maybe even one last kill. Indeed. 11, 1, and 6. He's going to end the game here, but Vici Gaming are going to be able to string together a very clean game overall. Take a Game 1 victory over Tempest.
Oh, beautiful.
I think for Tempest, that's got to be frustrating because, like we started talking about a little bit there, the right moves were being made. It just, they weren't really lockstep, if I had to say.
Yeah, and for me, like they picked this Earthshaker Death Prophet right first too, and then you switch out the Death Prophet, play 5 to pick a Weaver.